What's up, homies? This is Tutorials Rock with another video for you guys. Okay, so today I am telling you 5 unconventional ways to get YouTube subscribers. Now, I'm not talking about sub for sub, which is where you ask someone to sub you and you'll subscribe back to them, and because that's usually an inactive subscriber, which means they're subscribed to you, but they're not going to watch your content. You're subscribed to them, but you're not going to watch their content. So basically, you aren't getting extra views, and what's the point of subscribers if they're not going to view your content? Because then your content's still exactly how it would be, even if you didn't have the subscribers. But no, I'm talking about other unconventional ways. Now, in most videos, they say conventional ways, which are like make better quality content, upload consistently, make sure you're engaging, good thumbnails, good microphone and audio sound. No, I'm not going to be covering those topics because most likely you went to this video because you're trying to avoid those topics. Every video, almost every video on YouTube for getting subscribers is all conventional ways, and they're all doing the same theme basically. Then there's those videos that like, we're not going to do that, and that's what they do anyway. No. So now that I've done a minute and a half just explaining what I'm doing, I'm actually going to get in. So let's do this. Tip number 1, post flyers around your town. Now you're like, that's stupid, let me click off this video. No, it's actually a good idea. You see, the way to start a good YouTube channel is first get people you know to start doing it, or people in your hometown to start doing it. If you live in a small town, perfect. If you get everyone in your town to watch it, then you, first of all, can say in all your videos, I have a whole town watching my show. Like, literally everyone in the town's watching my show. And then you can also say, you also have all those views. So, some people live in small towns, and it's like maybe 1,000 people most, maybe even only 500. That's still 500 people that would be watching your show. Sorry about scratching my head. Anyway, that's still 500 people that would be watching your YouTube videos, and that's already 500 views right there, possibly 500 subscribers. I mean, think that through. And if they don't have an account, they might rewatch it and get another view. So that's still a lot, and it will boost your channel up right away. So yeah, tip number 1 is posting flyers around your hometown. It sounds really dumb, but these are unconventional ways, and it's actually a great idea. All right, moving on. Tip number 2. Tip number 2 is to post tweets about it. So I'm sure you have a Twitter account. Okay, if you don't, sorry, I guess this tip isn't for you. But if you have a Facebook account, post it on Facebook and just say, hey, I've got this YouTube channel, I would like you guys to check it out. My name is this, here's the link to my channel, I made a video today about blah blah blah. Yes, I'm aware Twitter only has 140 characters. You can sum up what you need to in one tweet, and then if you just want them to see a particular video, send them the link to the video and say, video about such and such, this is a video I made. Just tweet about it, post about it, maybe make like a trailer for it and put it on Instagram and say, the link to the video is in the caption, the description of this picture, I guess is what it is. So, or the comment section, whatever it is. In that section, send them the link to the actual video, and then they might watch it. Because if you have a lot of Instagram followers that are like your friends, family, maybe even a celebrity's following you, they might see that video then, because they'll see, oh, this is a cool trailer for, if this video looks interesting, and they'll click the link. So that's tip number 2, post, tweet, or do something else on social media about it. Oh, sorry, I was just texting my friends because that is tip number 3. text your friends about your show. Send them the link to the channel through your phone, whatever phone it is. Android, iPhone, Windows Phone. I know, you might judge me that I have a Windows Phone. But dude, just text your friends about it. If you don't have a friend, maybe call a friend. Oh, sorry, that came out. If you don't have a phone, maybe like a mobile phone, use your home phone and tell them about it. Say, hey, my channel is Tutorials Rock 22504, and they might check it out then. So yeah, text your friends or call your friends about it, because I know all these tips, you're like, just this friend. That's a tip you don't know about as often. If your friends watch your channel and they enjoy it, because they're your friends, they're going to enjoy your thing, they might tell their other friends. Their other friends, if they enjoy it, will tell your other friends, and then your other friends, and eventually it spreads around. And so telling your friends could make your channel go up to like 400 subscribers within 2 days, 3 days, maybe a week or so. And that's already 400 subscribers start with possibly just a week of doing YouTube. So telling your friends really does help, which brings us on to tip number 4. Tell your friends. No, I'm just kidding. No. Tip 4. It's really surprising, actually. Are you ready for it? Drum rolls, please. Tip number 4 is... So, tip number 4 is actually putting an article in a newspaper. Now, I know you're thinking, newspapers... There's 3 options here. Either newspapers... What are that? Newspapers... Ugh. Is that stuff old people read? That's not going to get my views or subscribers up. Or 3, whoa, a newspaper! That's a great idea! Why didn't I think of that before? Most likely your response was one of the first 2 options, though. Basically, though, a newspaper... Look it up. Okay, so now that you've paused the video, you looked it up, and you're back here. Put it in a newspaper. I know this sounds really dumb, but it actually is a great unconventional way to gain subscribers. Now, I'm not saying wait till a newspaper comes to interview you, because if you don't have any subscribers, a newspaper is not even going to find out about you to interview you. You could be in the smallest town possible, and maybe no one in your town knows about your YouTube channel. Even the local newspaper won't come to interview you because they won't know about it. So, definitely try asking, hey, I want to put this in the newspaper. Do like a description of what your channel is. Tell them how to find it, the name of it, and just put it in a newspaper. Some newspapers reach further than just one town. Usually they reach around a whole area. So if you do that, there's a chance that actually a lot of people will look up your YouTube channel, because if you think, oh, it's a newspaper, well, guess what? Grandparents, if they're reading it, if you think only old people read newspapers, which isn't true, anyway, the grandparents might tell their grandkids, hey, you like watching YouTube, I was reading the newspaper and I found this thing you might be interested in. And then they'll find your show. And then it could be, hey, look, there's actually, whoa, look at this. An ad for a YouTube channel, a newspaper, and then they might want to buy another newspaper. Not only did you just promote the newspaper and your channel, you could have another chance to put an article in the newspaper, because either A, they're going to be looking for it again, which means if you put another article in, they'll see even more and tell their friends, maybe give them like a cutout of the newspaper. Or B, they're going to ask the newspaper, hey, I found out about this channel, how can I get in contact with them, or can you put more stuff in? And then the newspaper then might contact you for an interview. So that could work too. Another thing that could happen with it is if they see about it, the newspaper, since you promoted the newspaper might want to sponsor you. That could possibly happen. But no matter what, you're most likely going to get at least, I want to say, 40 new people watching your channel. Now, that might not sound like a lot at first, but if you have 0 subscribers, that could already take you up to 40 subscribers, like just by putting a little description of your channel in a newspaper. So yeah, that is tip 4. Now, for the final tip. All right, and for my final tip, this is going to sound like a lot of the other ones, but it's different. If you, most likely, your school or your high school in your area has football games where they compete against other schools in the area. So if you do that, just ask one of the people if they can make an announcement over the announcing booth or about your YouTube channel. I know it sounds really stupid, but people might actually do it. And if they do it, then you already have 2 schools doing it that might tell others friends about it, that will tell other schools and so on, and then you have a lot of people right there. So that is a good way to promote it. Or even just take out the middleman of announcing it over the scoreboard and ask a radio station if they can quick do an ad about your channel. And if they say, no, we have no reason to do an ad about your channel, then try to get an interview on the channel, or not the channel, the radio station. The radio station might do an interview with you if they need promotion lately. And so then you have people over the radio possibly finding out about your YouTube channel. So those are my 5, almost sort of 6, but 5 unconventional ways to gain YouTube subscribers and views. I'm Tutorials Rock. I hope you liked this. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Share with your friends so that they can have these tips too. If you had a success story with these tips, put them in the comment section and say, hey, I used one of these tips, or maybe even all of them, and my channel's at such and such amount. Thanks. So I hope you liked it. I'll be back with another video sometime soon. Have a nice day, people. Tutorials do rock. #Tutorials rock.